Good morning, everyone. Today, January 12, 2022, Tuesday, we'll come back with NE7TV. We do the stock overview reporting from Omaha, Nebraska, Central Time in USA. See, right now we have like data process is, especially JKHY is like lost almost 5%, and semiconductor chips like AMD is slowly gaining, and Nvda, ADI, and ON is starts gaining pretty well. Like red and green, like kind of mixing everywhere. But in like technology, like hardware, software, we can tell like Apple, Microsoft is the best gain for so it's like over 2% and 3%. It's in those number. It start to mix like green, but the market's kind of like up and down today. But it's going to be lower. Yeah, it's still going to be red a little bit, depend on the economy. But with the government new, we got the inflation's much higher, and inflations keep higher and higher. So that's mean losing the economy points. Like the economy, like they got few different parts, like head point and strict, like somehow like a restriction. They get many different ways to explain it, but honestly, we don't have time. We just focus on the head point. When the head point is going down, that's mean the economy of the whole country went down, and when the economy went down, is the inflation's up. That's pretty easy to understand. Let's say gold is down and US dollar's up. A US dollar down is gold up. It's pretty normal. It's basic. So with like almost 200% for BBAI, that's scary. And Bed Bath & Beyond has been gaining like couple weeks a lot. It's over 20%. And a few days ago is still gaining somehow. Anyway, it's pretty stable because this pretty famous store, this famous company like everywhere in the US. Like one city they have at least like 2 to 10s, depend like how big the population is. But honestly, Macy is a lot more fancy. Bed Bath & Beyond, like Bed Bath & Beyond much cheaper and it's easier to buy, But compared with Bed Bath & Beyond and Macy is more fancy, and that's why they really pretty picky with the location. That's why somewhere it still doesn't have a Macy at all. ORMP lost like 73%. That's why I say when you expect like 50% like normally for a stock, is with that one like 73%. That's mean when you expect 50%, that's mean you just lose anywhere 23%. That's pretty decent. But when you don't expect that much, like 2 years ago, like barely we expect like 30%, but the last couple of years, 2022, 23, we have to expect like they lost like 50%, even though Tesla lost like 2/3. So a lot of the stock for today, we got the call and the call for everyone. Yeah, move the day to July or March is going to be the best one. Do not keep in January. That's not safe anymore. You don't have to move to March in order to make money. It's pretty decent amount. And when you move them far away like that, you have time to flip them around. And especially when you keep them like next to, like in, even though in a month, it's still not safe at all. They used to like more than 3 or 4 weeks. That's perfect. More than 2 weeks. That's awesome to move around. But nowadays, the inflation and with the donkey team, it's take over, and especially elephant team jump in and try to fixing stuff. And right now, it's literal tech time. Literally like not that easy, but especially it's going to be fixed. So with the ETFS area, we see SPY and QQQ, like what they say when everyone was like 388 around that for SPY, but now it can sell like up to 400, and be prepared, buy them down till like around 393, 392, 390, somehow like that. And the cheap one for today is EEMV is 54 and $76 for HYG. Those is going to be the cheap one, and easy to move around with. Especially QQQ, 277, and like everyone got this one in my class, or under my viewers, like around 270, and now you already got like $7 profits. Like you can sell them like around 280. I mean $10 for ETFS, and you hold like a week. It's really pretty normal. So with the trending stock, MULN is still stay on the top because the cap is gained like over $50 million just in like one day, and Tesla is getting over a little bit like $10 million, and not that bad. And Bed Bath and Beyond is going to gain 60-some%. Yeah, that's pretty high and pretty impressive. Like normally, like when they gain over 20%, you always sell it, and if you rebuy it, lower than the one you bought. Like let's say when you buy it like 2.5, you sell it's like 2.8 or 3, and when you rebuy it, you cannot rebuy 2.8. It would not possible. After you rebuy like 2.7 or 2.6, because the first time you already buy like 2.5, it's really hard to come back that number. But by the way, you have to expect like 2.3, 2.2 is a little lower. For whatever reason, they fall back, and you got something to cash it back. So with the earning reporting, we will see the PSMT is going to be reported very soon, and it's going to be the stock going to gain in next few days, very very fast, because the earning based on that. But anyway, whatever's the earning is going to be get some traffic. The earning is another way to say it's traffic. So, and sleeping stock is 1 to 8. One stock to 8 is downgrade, and for PCAR, and positive new for FECB. You can look at those on market bid. So 1 to 8, 3 to 2, 1 to 20, 5 to 4, and 3 to 2. That's going to be the best. That's pretty easy, and that's after the January 12 to 13, 18, and February, and even though December 6. You get ready for those numbers. And those new on that you can read by yourself. And by the way, I'm going to add some more information on top. And this morning, Nasdaq Dow Jones has been gaining so much, and it's going to be loose for today, and the market's going to be red. They swing around, but it's finally end up, and the result is going to be red. Because that was on game over 100 point for this morning, like earlier, 46, but it's right now they drop to plus, like 40. And NVDA is a lot of investor is already watched and look it up by. And one more very quick news is AAL, American Airlines, and Nvda by C2 is pretty good. And congratulations, the trader team. That's pretty good price. American Airlines, thank you very much, and see you guys tomorrow.